Yeah.
That whole thing though would just. You see the way that they kind of redesigned. They didn't try to stick with that Thor. They just said, okay, look, let's maneuver it around completely and change the tone. And I think Ragnarok, like another Thor movie, I'm looking forward to seeing. But that's not something in the works right now either, right? So it's like, I think they're going to combine it with Guardians, which I would be. That's to me very similar to what like Ragnarok was to Dark World. Mm-hmm. Because I know a lot of people love Guardians too. It's just not my favorite.
Same.
I love it.
A lot of people do.
Well, I didn't love it. I just liked it better than the first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
know
landed
it's sacrilege.
exactly with
Yes,
Christian.
I like the first one, and the second one. Like I said, I appreciate and I said this to somebody the other day, is that it's not that I don't think that the jokes are funny. I think a lot of the jokes are funny. I just don't feel like I just felt like everybody had one, and they were just kind of passing them off because Dave Bautista was incredible in that movie.
Yeah,
it's just he was just a joke machine. He lost what I thought he had in the first one a lot. But again, people love that second movie. But I think combining those two things, and then when you bring in Thor, I think that gets me excited for a third Guardians if they do it that way.
Yeah, because you just gotta find. It's all about finding new chemistry, right, with the characters that don't hang out as much, right? Yeah. Because that was my favorite part of Infinity War is Thor meeting the Guardians. Right. I thought it was I thought that's the best movie, the best MCU movie. It's just that scene.
In Infinity War, my favorite things were Thor, Rocket, and Groot. Mm-hmm. Like the three of them having an adventure to get Stormbreaker, and then appearing in Wakanda at that moment. Alan Silvestri's score swelling. I was like, give me an As Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And then the end of Endgame, they're teasing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're good, but he said he was interested in continuing on as Thor.
Yeah.
And it'd be great if they brought Taika Waititi back.
Yeah, and he's pretty busy now too.
Yeah,
but
with
I think,
Akira.
Yeah, well, and then he's got his episode of Mandalorian coming out.
Right.
But as far as Ant-Man goes. I like I said, I think I'd like to see him pop up, but I also think that you have a chance to do something that you like to do all the time and talk about all the time and that's introduce us to brand new people we don't know, introduce us to new movies that we don't know, and that they're doing that with Immortals. I mean, TV show not counting, right. But this is more about brand new characters like they did with Guardians the first time around. They're going to do more of that, and you'll probably see Captain Marvel 2, right? That's announced.
Marvel 2.
Is that announced on the slate?
Hasn't been announced. I think nothing has been officially announced.
Comic-Con, is that what they're going to do?
Probably, but we've heard from reports. Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2 with Coogler coming back. Which makes sense. Yeah. And then how can you not make Captain Marvel 2 when it's made over $1 billion?
Right. But those are the only two that have been officially announced, Black Panther.
And not even officially. It was just scoops, but they're all make sense.
Yeah.
Because then certain people, like online, I think Scott Derrickson kind of showed a Doctor Strange something or other.
But
so he's coming back.
It also makes sense with the math. Because if you think, like, for example, Ant-Man would be its third movie, as where these other movies haven't gotten their sequel yet. So you get Spider-Man coming out now that you probably won't see an Ant-Man third movie until you see a Spider-Man third movie.
I love Doctor Strange. I wish there was a Doctor Strange third sequel. Yeah,
they're going to do a sequel.
Yeah, that's been announced.
That's for sure. That's official.
Okay, so Marvel will probably make it official either at Comic-Con or even D23, but people like Justin Kroll, a friend of the show who works at Variety, has announced Black Panther 2, Ryan Coogler coming back.
Yeah, well, they did that thing in 2015 at the El Capitan where it was like a special announcement where they announced all their slate. Kevin Feige did, and I thought that was it was a great way to get headlines out there. It was a great way to announce their slate in general. So it would be cool if they did that. That's big news if they do it at Comic-Con or
and they don't have DC to compete with, right? At Comic-Con,
DC won't be at Comic-Con this year. That's right. That's right. Well, Warner Brothers will, but not DC.
Warner Brothers bringing It Chapter 2, and that's